Hello, shalom, welcome back to Genealogy Coffee Break from the Center for Jewish History. My name is J.D. Arden, and today I want to talk to you about maps and looking up old town names, and I'm going to share a specific question that came to our library from a researcher like you. So like and subscribe if you want to get updates about upcoming videos, and put your comments and questions down below so that you can share what you know and ask some questions if this is interesting to you and you have more questions. So let's take a look.
Okay, so welcome to Genealogy Coffee Break. Okay, so let's take a look at a question we got from a researcher named Nicholas. One of his ancestors, who he thinks was from Galicia, which was a province of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, is listed as coming from the town of Shrepko, or maybe Shrepkov, since that W in Polish is like a V, but he's unable to find this town. So what do you do if you've tried Google, you've looked at some maps, and you just can't find a town that you have on a document that one of your ancestors came from? So let's start with jewishgen.org, and I'm going to open this under databases town finder, and we can start phonetically. I'm going to set this to phonetically like Shrepkov. Start the search, no results. So what you can do on this database is say, well, maybe that whole name exactly like that doesn't have any matches, but I know that it might contain something like Rep Cove, and even we could take off the V. Still no luck. So as long as you have 3 letters, you can use this contains, but you can also say starts with. So anything that starts with this combination of letters, still no luck. And you can keep shortening it down. So one hint that might work is, I know that there's this letter combination a lot in Polish of SZCZ, this specific set of letters, but still with that, it doesn't work. So if you've tried a lot of these combinations on the Jewish community database, it could be that the town did not have a Jewish population that was large enough to get it into the Jewish community database. So then you can go to this gazetteer of Eastern Europe, still keeping it phonetically like. And if you're not finding any matches like that, what you can do is just go to Google Maps. And I did find that there is a very small town called Szepków, pronounced in Polish. Szepków, this very tiny little locality, maybe not even a town. But when I zoom out here, you can see that the location is in this little dip between present-day Poland and Czechia, or the Czech Republic. And when I Google search maps of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, Galicia, and where it was compared to modern maps, not the Spanish province of Galicia. Then with this map here, I see that Galicia was south of the Vistula River, but the westernmost town here in the corner of the province is Krakow. Krakow of present-day Poland. Here you can see Lemberg right in the middle, present-day Lviv in the country of Ukraine. So this this little Shepkov doesn't make sense because here's Krakow all the way over here. So the Austro-Hungarian province of Galicia would have ended before before this present-day town of Shepkov. So I found another town, Stropkov, which is close, but not exactly. But you could imagine maybe someone said Stropkov and it was written down as Shrepkov, possibly. But when I look in the Jewish Gen database for Stropkov, it's not exactly part of what was Galicia. It was in the Kingdom of Hungary, in the province of Slovakia, and then it became Czechoslovakia, and today again Slovakia. Here it is on a map. You can see that first place we looked, Shepkov, too much to the west, but this Stropkov, a little too much, a little too south. If we go back to our map here, here are the Carpathian Mountains and Munkac. Here is to the south. Here is Tarnopol in present-day Ukraine. Here's Chernovitz, Chernovtsi in present-day Ukraine. So Stropkov, if we zoom in, it's close, but it wasn't exactly in the in Galicia. But when I look at this Jewish Gen page, I see that there's a book between Galicia and Hungary, the Jews of Stropkov. So it's possible that in Nicholas's question, that because he has information or he heard that one of his ancestors was from Galicia, it's possible that they were from near enough to Galicia that they identified when they came to the US as coming from Galicia. So these books, these Yiskor books and these links would be really useful to Nicholas to do some more research and see what other clues he can find that might lend credence to Stropkov being the town or not. So this is still a question. If you have comments or you think you can give some help to Nicholas, please comment. Please follow us on social media. And if you would like to give a donation to help us bring more programs like this to you, go to cjh.org/donate now. All right, shalom, everybody. Thank you and have a great day.